Today we are going to prove three theorems in a clear manner, also step by step. The problem 2.1 of Griffiths third edition, Introduction to Quantum Mechanics. The first theorem, A, is for a normalizable solution, separation constant E must be real. That is the first theorem. That is, if you want to normalize a wave function, E must be a real one. So, from equation 2.7, the separated solution is psi of x and t is equal to psi of x e power minus I e t over h cross. This is the time dependent wave function, and the first one is spatial dependent wave function. Suppose E is complex, that is E is equal to E naught plus I gamma, where E naught and gamma are the real. Then this wave function will become, you replace E by E naught plus I omega, I gamma, sorry, I gamma. Then you can separate this exponential term into two parts. One is e power minus I E naught, first term, E naught t over h cross. The other one is, this I into I is I squared, here one minus, I squared is minus 1, then minus of minus will become plus. So the next term is e power gamma t over h cross. So we have further separated it exponential term into two parts. Now we will see whether it is normalizable or not. Uh, Now we got this wave function. Let us find the probability density, that is psi star psi, that is modulus psi squared. If you take modulus psi squared, this is you have a complex number e power minus I. If you take complex conjugate of it, then the modulus square of this exponential term, first exponential term, will become 1. So naturally, the other two term is retained. That is, first term is psi modulus square of psi of x, first one. Then this will be 1. So next one will be e power. If you square it, you will get e power 2 gamma t over h cross. So now you carry out the integral with respect to x. Remember that this integral is with respect to x. So we are taking out this exponential term because this contain only t, not x. So this can be rewritten as the, that is integral of modulus I squared can be written as e power 2 comma t over h cross, then integral between minus infinite to plus infinite modulus psi of x squared. So this, is a well-known result. It's equal to 1. So naturally, the right hand side become e power 2 comma t over h cross. So we got integral of modulus I squared dx is equal to e power 2 gamma t over h cross. But the probability must be conserved. That is, it is equal to 1. This must be equal to 1. It's a normalization condition. When it will become 1? Only if gamma is 0. When gamma is 0, this will become 1. Therefore, E is equal to E naught plus I gamma. But we have seen that for normalization, we need gamma must be equal to 0. So initially we defined E is equal to E naught plus I gamma. Since gamma is equal to 0, E is equal to E naught. which is a real part. Both are real. E is equal to E naught, which is a real. Hence, we proved the first theorem. Next theorem is the time independent wave function, that is psi of x, can always be taken to be real. That is first part. We have to prove that is taken to be real, and naturally their linear combination. So their linear combination is psi plus psi star and I psi minus psi star. So first you take spatial wave function can always be chosen real. We have to see the proof. So let psi of x be the solution to Schrödinger wave equation, that is minus h cross squared over 2m t2 over tx2 psi of x plus v of x psi, which is equal to e psi. So take the complex conjugate of this. Then minus h cross squared over 2m t2 over tx2 psi star x plus v of x psi star, which is equal to e star psi star. So psi of x is a solution to Schrödinger equation. That means psi star of x also the solution for Schrödinger wave equation. That means E is equal to E naught. From part A, we know E is equal to E naught. We have already seen it's a real one. Then we have to see this linear combination. Now let us construct two combination. One is take the real part. Psi of R indicate real part is equal to psi plus psi star. So linear combination. So what about psi R star? You take complex conjugate, which is equal to psi psi star. Psi star of star is psi. So you can see this and this are equal. Both are same. That means psi r star is equal to psi r. So this is for the real part. Then what about the imaginary part? I am referring this as psi subscript I, psi sub I. I indicate imaginary part, which is equal to I psi minus psi star. Then you take complex conjugate of this. What will happen? This I will become minus I, psi will become psi star, and psi star of star is equal to psi minus psi. So you bring this minus inside this bracket. Then you will get I psi minus psi star. So you can see this and this is equal. Both are same. That is psi I star is equal to psi I. So it will happen only psi R and psi I are real solution with same energy. Remember that psi of x and t is equal to psi of x e power I e t over H cross contain the complex phase vector. This is the phase vector. I have explained so many times in my lecture. So the full wave function is generally a complex one. Then the next theorem is if v of x is an even function, that is v of minus x is equal to v of x, then psi of x can always be taken to be either even or odd, and its linear combination. We can take this linear combination psi of x plus or minus psi of minus x. Let us take first, if v of x is even, psi of x can be chosen even or odd. For psi of x is even, then the Schrödinger equation minus h cross squared over 2m t2 over tx2 psi of x plus v of x psi of x is equal to e psi of x. Now you replace x by minus x. Then you can write psi of minus x plus v of x. You can replace v of minus x and psi of minus x and psi of minus x. Here v of x is even, so v of minus x will simply become v of x. So this is uh, minus h cross squared over 2m t2 over tx2 psi of minus x v of x psi of minus x, which is equal to e psi of minus x. Here you can see psi of x is a solution for the Schrödinger equation. Same time, psi of minus x also the solution for the Schrödinger wave equation. So after replacing x is minus x, we got this expression. Therefore, as I said, psi of x is also a solution. Now let us take the even combination. Psi of plus x is equal to psi of x plus psi of minus x, because we are taking linear combination. Now replace x by minus x. So left side you will get psi plus, plus indicate is even. So minus x, which is equal to psi of minus x plus psi of x, because we are replacing x by minus. Now you compare this and this. So right hand side and left right hand side of both equation are equal. That means left hand side also equal. Left hand side you have psi plus psi minus of x, and which is equal to psi plus of x. Hence it is even. This wave function is even. Now we will see the add combination. Psi sub minus indicate is this add combination. So psi sub minus of x is equal to psi of x minus psi of minus x. As usual, you replace x by minus x. So here x by minus x. This x also minus x. If we replace this minus x by minus x, you will get x. This will become minus psi of x. So this is negative sign. See, if you take both right hand side, if you multiply this by minus 1, then you will get same thing. So psi sub minus minus x is equal to minus psi minus x. So these two are same with the multiplicative factor of minus 1. So hence it is add. So we can generalize this. Psi of x is equal to psi of x plus or minus psi of minus x. So we proved all three theorems. If you find this lecture useful one, kindly subscribe it, also share it, and join my channel for the growth of my channel. Thank you very much for supporting, watching my video continuously and supporting me continuously. Thank you very much.